Zach Dooley and Scott Burnside here. Game 4, Royal reaction. Scott, gut-wrenching, right? No other word for it. What did we see transpire as the Kings dropped Game 4?
Yeah. I have to tell you that moments after Leon Draisaitl scored the overtime winner to make it 4-3, tie this series at 2-2, it did have a feeling like the series was over. It felt like the end of a series. It felt like Game 5 a year ago. But I think when you pull the lens back, what you have to remember is it's now best 2 out of 3. This is an LA Kings team that's going home, where they were the best team in the NHL during the regular season. They won the first 2 games of this series at home. So while as gut-wrenching and as disappointing as this loss is, I think you really do have to take the perspective of, if you said to them a week ago or 10 days ago, you'll have a chance to win 2 games at home to advance to the second round, I think you might have taken that.
You play all year to earn home ice advantage, right? And the Kings have been 2-2 in this series 3 of the last 4 years. They have lost all of those series, but they've been on the road for Game 5. Is that why home ice advantage is so important? As hard as this was, it's a best of 3, and 2 of those games are in Los Angeles.
Well, yeah, and it goes, all of it comes into play, the ability to rebound from disappointing losses. And let's be honest, these 2 losses in Edmonton were disappointing. You led in the third period, both of those games. But that's the great beauty of this playoff format, of this playoff life, is how quickly can you park both the great things and the disappointing things and move on. I think it's a great challenge for this Kings team, but where else would you be wanting to play Game 5 than at Crypto.com Arena?
So obviously you mentioned the third periods, and the Kings are -6 in the third period in this series. They have led in the third period in all 4 games, but won just 2 of them. No matter what you might think has gone wrong in those periods, how important is it that if the Kings are in that position again, and history would dictate there's a good chance that they will with how well they have played in the first 40 minutes of pretty much all 4 games, how important is it to have that killer instinct, to have that step-on-the-throat mentality, and shut the door and get the job done?
Yeah, I thought they were much better in the third period tonight in Game 4 than they were in Game 3. Warren Fogle mentioned, a couple of bounces. Kevin Fiala hits a poster, a crossbar. There is another empty net miss by a few inches before the game is tied. So I thought they were better in the third period, but the facts are the facts, right? You have not been able to hold on to leads in the third period. That is going to have to be dealt with, right? You're going to have to find a way. Phil Deneau said it tonight. We have to find a way to close the deal. Well, that's why you're going home. And again, where else would you like to close the deal than at home? And I think this team has that ability.
Best team in the NHL at home throughout the course of the season. The Kings will put that to the test in tomorrow's Game 5.